Find deep rest as thoughts flow like clouds across your mind's clear sky tonight. Your mind isn't a battlefield, but a gentle, open space where passing thoughts need no resistance. Let them drift through without grasp, as nature intended. Share in the comments, what time is it where you are? Where are you resting now? And what thought is softly passing through your mind right this moment? Let us connect in this shared quiet. Let's begin. As the day softens into stillness and your body settles into the quiet embrace of sleep, notice the gentle flow within. There is no need to grasp or chase the thoughts that arise. They come like bubbles forming on the surface of a calm pond, small, bright, and entirely transient. They appear with a quiet pop, shimmer for a moment, and then dissolve without a trace, leaving only the clear water beneath. This is not something to resist or fix. It is simply the natural rhythm of the mind, as inevitable as the turning of the earth. Thoughts are not your enemies, nor your possessions. They are weather passing through the sky of your awareness, neither yours to keep nor to banish. Recognize their fleeting nature with the same calm curiosity you might offer a passing bird. See them rise, see them fade, and know that their disappearance is as natural as their appearance. There is no need to judge them as good or bad, heavy or light. They simply are, and then they are not. This impermanence is not a flaw in your mind. It is the very essence of mind itself. A reminder that everything is in constant movement, like water flowing over stones. When you see thoughts this way, without resistance, without the urge to hold them tight or push them away, you meet the present moment exactly as it is. There is no struggle, only the gentle observation of what is. So as you prepare to rest, let your awareness rest too. Breathe in, feeling the quiet space within. Breathe out, releasing the need to follow each thought. Notice a thought arise, a memory, a worry, a fleeting image. Observe it with the same soft attention you'd give to a leaf floating on a stream. See how it forms, how it moves, how it vanishes, leaving no trace behind. You do not need to stop it, guide it, or understand it. It is already passing. Your mind is not a container to be filled or emptied. It is an open sky where thoughts come and go like birds in flight. This is the natural state of mind, always clear, always free, even when thoughts swirl. When you rest in this understanding, you no longer fight the stream of thought. You simply allow it to flow, knowing it will not stay. This quiet acceptance, this non-grasping awareness, is the foundation for true rest. It prepares you to meet each moment without struggle, to observe the mind's movement without being swept away by it. As you drift towards sleep, remember this: thoughts are impermanent. They arise, they pass, and the mind remains whole. Let them go, just as the water accepts the bubble and returns to stillness. The path to peace is not in stopping thoughts, but in seeing their impermanence clearly. And so, with this gentle knowing, let your mind rest in its own natural clarity, ready for the deep peace of sleep. As evening deepens and the world settles into quiet, imagine your mind as a quiet home. The soft light of a single lamp illuminates the room, and outside, the gentle rhythm of night sounds begins. Thoughts arise, fleeting images, familiar worries, or sudden plans, like unexpected guests arriving at your door. They come uninvited, perhaps with a knock that startles you, but they do not belong to the house. They are merely passing through, as all things in the mind must. Your task is not to chase them away in frustration, nor to hold them tightly in fear. Instead, greet each one with a simple, warm acknowledgement. A soft nod, a silent hello, a gentle recognition of their presence. Then, with the same calm, extend a gentle invitation for them to move on. You are the host, not the guest. The house is yours. The space is your own. The thoughts are the visitors, and they will leave when they are ready, just as all guests eventually do. Consider the ancient story of the monk who sat beneath a tree as evening fell. A crowd of people gathered around him, voices raised in debate, each trying to claim his attention, each insisting their point was the only true one. The monk listened with deep respect to each person, his eyes holding kindness, his presence steady. He did not argue, did not agree, did not let their words pull him into their storm. He simply offered his quiet space, and as the people spoke, he watched their words like leaves on a stream, flowing past without touching the water beneath. When the last voice faded, he was still there, the calm center of the quiet evening. The monk did not become the debate, he remained the stillness. The thoughts in your mind are like those voices. They have their moment, their urgency, but they do not define the space they occupy. You are not the voice speaking, you are the deep, quiet room where the voice is heard and then released. Now, as you prepare for rest, feel this truth settle into your body. Notice the thoughts that surface as you lie down, the day's concerns, the tomorrow's task, the familiar echo of past moments. Do not chase them into the dark. Do not let them pull you into a struggle. Simply recognize them as the visitors they are. Greet the worry with a soft "I see you," then gently turn your attention back to the quiet space of your breath, to the feeling of your body resting on the bed. Let the thought pass through you like a shadow crossing the moon, leaving no trace on the clear sky of your awareness. There is no need to force them away or to welcome them in. They are simply passing through the house you inhabit. You are the host. Your home is spacious, calm, and already complete. The thoughts come and go, but your peace remains. This is not about stopping the thoughts. It is about not letting them become the only thing you see. It is about remembering the vastness of the room where they are only passing guests. This gentle shift in perspective transforms how we meet the mind's activity. It is not resistance, but a deep, quiet acceptance. We stop fighting the current and simply rest within the river. The mind, unburdened by the effort to hold or push away, finds its natural rest. And in that rest, before sleep's embrace, the clarity of the host, the peace of the home, becomes the only truth that matters. You are not the thought, you are the stillness that holds it, then releases it. As the evening releases the last light of day, as evening settles and the day's light softens, you find yourself lying down, ready to rest. Your mind, perhaps still humming with the day's activities, begins to settle. This is the perfect moment to remember the gentle truth of impermanence. Thoughts arise like ripples on a pond, or more deeply, like the natural flow of a river. They do not belong to you, nor do they define you. They are simply passing currents, moving through the space of your awareness. There is no need to grasp them, no need to push them away. To resist the current is to create turbulence within the stillness of your own being. The river does not fight the rocks, it flows around them, over them, or through the spaces between. Your mind is the river itself, vast and calm beneath the surface, not the individual drops of water that momentarily form on its surface. Consider the old Zen story of the monk who sat by a rushing river. A man approached him, visibly agitated, shouting about a dispute that had left him disturbed. The monk simply listened, then pointed to the river. "See that water?" he said. "The rocks are fixed. The water flows past them without anger, without stopping, without claiming the rocks as its own. It moves on." The man looked at the river, saw the water passing, the rocks unmoved, and the agitation in his chest slowly eased. He realized his thoughts were like the water, the rocks like the fixed points of his own resistance. He did not need to stop the water, he simply needed to see it flow. Your thoughts are not the riverbed, they are the water flowing through it. The riverbed remains steady, calm, observing the water's movement without being disturbed by it. Now, as you prepare for sleep, bring this insight into your own awareness. Lie quietly. Notice the thoughts that arise, perhaps a worry about tomorrow, a memory of the past, a fleeting idea. Instead of following them downstream, as if they were the river itself, gently step back. Feel the stillness beneath the thoughts, the deep calm of your awareness, like the riverbed holding the water's passage. Imagine each thought as a leaf floating on the river's surface. It comes, it moves, it eventually drifts out of sight. You do not need to catch the leaf or chase it. Simply observe it moving, knowing it will pass. Your mind is the river, the vast, quiet space where the leaves flow. The rocks are the fixed points of your resistance, the places where you try to hold on. But the river does not stop for the rocks. It flows, and so does your awareness. It remains steady, spacious, untouched by the passing thoughts. Let the river flow. Do not become the water that chases its own reflection. Become the river that holds the water without clinging. Feel the weight of the day lifting as you release the need to engage with each passing thought. Each thought dissolves not because you forced it to, but because it was never meant to stay. It was never yours to hold. The calm of your awareness is the constant. The thoughts are the temporary movement upon its surface. As you breathe slowly, let the current of your thoughts flow past you, unresisted, unengaged. Feel the space between thoughts, the deep quiet that is always there, waiting. This is not forcing calm, it is simply recognizing the river's natural state. The river does not need to be still. It is still by nature, even as it flows. This understanding, this quiet recognition, is what allows the mind to release its grip and sink into rest. The river flows on, carrying all thoughts away, leaving only the deep, clear water of your awareness, ready for the rest that comes when the current is allowed to move freely. This river metaphor deepens our ability to release mental grip. As you settle into your bed, preparing for sleep, notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. Many thoughts arise as the day fades, memories, worries, plans for tomorrow, in the quiet space before sleep. You may feel them gathering, pressing against your awareness. This is natural. Yet often we meet these thoughts with a silent judgment. This is troublesome. That is peaceful. I should not be thinking this. But judgment, even subtle, creates a small knot of resistance within you. It turns a passing thought into something heavy to carry. The Zen insight is simple yet profound. Thoughts are inherently temporary, like clouds in the sky. They appear, they shift, they vanish, always returning to the vast sky of your awareness. Your true nature is not the cloud, but the sky itself, always open, always still. When you label a thought as good or bad, you pull it into a struggle. Acceptance dissolves this struggle. It is not about forcing calm or ignoring the thought. It is about simply noticing it as it is, without adding the weight of should or should not. Imagine a bird flying past your window. You see the bird. You see its shape and color. But you do not need to call it beautiful or annoying to understand it. You simply see it, and the bird continues on its path. Your thoughts are like that bird. They come into view within your awareness, and they will leave without your effort. You do not need to chase them, hold them, or push them away. You simply allow them to be seen as they are. This is not passive indifference, it is active, gentle presence. It is the quiet recognition that the thought's presence is already temporary. You are not the thought. You are the awareness that holds the thought without needing to change it. In this moment, as you lie still, notice a thought arise, a concern, a memory, a fleeting image. Do not chase its meaning. Do not ask why it came. Simply see it, a shape in the mind, a sound in the silence, a color in the dark. Let it pass through your awareness, like the bird through the window, without adding a label. If you catch yourself thinking, "This is bad," gently return to the simple observation. Ah, a thought is here. No need to fight it. No need to welcome it. Just notice. The suffering comes not from the thought itself, but from the judgment that follows it. The moment you stop naming it wrong, the weight lifts. The thought remains, but it no longer binds you. This acceptance is not a technique you apply. It is the natural state of your mind when you stop resisting its flow. It is the calm that arises when you stop trying to control the river and simply rest in the riverbed. You are already the stillness. You are already the sky. The thought passes, and you remain. This is the first step, the deep foundation, accepting thoughts without judgment, exactly as they are. It is not about becoming empty, but about seeing clearly. With this acceptance as our foundation, we now anchor in the present. Now, as we settle into sleep, let the river flow and rest in the quiet awareness that holds it all. As the day gently releases its hold and the world softens into the quiet of evening, you find yourself settling into the space between wakefulness and sleep. The mind, perhaps still tracing the day's events, begins to stir with thoughts that feel like leaves caught in a light breeze. Instead of following their path, there is a simple, profound shift you can make. Return to the breath, not as an effort, but as a natural homecoming to the present moment. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the subtle expansion of your abdomen, the quiet exchange of air at your nostrils. This is your anchor, a tangible point of contact in the physical world, right here, right now. It is not a place to push thoughts away, but a place to simply be present with the feeling of your own breath. Imagine a monk preparing for rest in a simple mountain hermitage. The evening bell has sounded. The day's work is done, yet his mind, like a restless bird, flutters with unfinished concerns. He does not chase the thoughts, nor does he try to force them silent. Instead, he settles into the rhythm of his breathing. He feels the cool air entering his nostrils, the slight warmth as it leaves. He begins to count softly, one breath in, one breath out, not to make the count perfect, but to gently guide his awareness back to the sensation. 5 breaths, then 6, each one a soft anchor point. The counting is not a task, but a gentle return, a way to soothe the nervous system's quiet hum of tension. With each breath, the mind settles, not by fighting the thoughts, but by finding a steady point of calm within the flow. The restless bird finds a branch to rest upon, not because it has flown away, but because it has found a place to land. Now, as you prepare for sleep, try this simple practice. Let your attention rest gently on the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the coolness as it enters, the warmth as it exits. Feel the slight pause between the inhale and the exhale. Do not force the breath to be deep or slow. Simply observe its natural flow. If thoughts arise, as they will, let them pass like clouds across the sky, without chasing or holding. Gently bring your focus back to the sensation of air moving through your body. You might count softly, 1 breath in, 1 breath out, to help anchor your awareness. Count 5, then 6, then 7, each number a soft reminder to return. If your mind wanders, as minds do, simply notice the wandering and return again to the next breath, to the feeling of air. This counting is not a burden, but a soft hand guiding you back to the present, calming the nervous system's subtle tension. It is a quiet, reliable anchor in the midst of mental movement. This anchor, this simple awareness of the breath's rhythm, becomes more than just a tool for sleep. It becomes a compass within you. When thoughts pull you away, when the mind feels like a storm, you know this point of calm is always available. You can return to the sensation of air entering and leaving, to the steady pulse of your own life. Right here, right now. It is not about stopping thoughts, but about finding a stable ground from which to observe them without being swept away. This is the quiet strength the breath offers, a constant presence beneath the surface of mental activity. As you settle deeper into this practice, you discover that the anchor is not something you must find. It is already here, within the simple, natural movement of your breath. This anchor becomes our compass when thoughts pull us away. As you settle into bed, the day's gentle rhythm slows. Your body sinks softly into the mattress, the room holding its quiet breath. Thoughts may still drift like leaves on a stream past conversations, tomorrow's tasks, the weight of what was or what might be. But here, now, you need not chase them or hold them tight. Instead, let your awareness gently return to the simplest anchor you carry within, the breath. Feel the natural rhythm of your inhale, the soft release of your exhale. No need to force it, no need to change it. Just notice the cool air entering your nostrils, the slight rise of your chest, the quiet expansion of your belly. This is the anchor that never leaves you, always present, always steady. Bring your attention fully to this moment of breathing. Feel the subtle sensations of your body resting against the bed. The softness of the pillow, the coolness of the air on your skin. Notice the room around you, the faint sound of distant trees, the quiet hum of the night. Do not add a story to these sensations. Do not say, "I am tired," or "This room feels calm." Simply feel the cool air, feel the rise, feel the fall. There is no need to judge, to fix, to understand. The sensation is already complete in itself. This is the only moment you can truly rest in. Not the moment you just left, not the moment you will face tomorrow. Only this breath, this feeling, this quiet space where the mind finds its natural stillness. Imagine sitting by a clear mountain stream. The water flows constantly, carrying leaves and twigs downstream. You do not grab at the leaves, you simply watch them pass. Your breath is like that stream, steady, flowing, always moving, yet always here. When thoughts gather like clouds in the sky, you do not push them away or follow them. You simply return to the feeling of the breath entering your body, the gentle movement of your chest. It is not about stopping thoughts, it is about noticing where your attention is. You might be thinking of work, but you can also feel the cool air at your nostrils. You might feel anxious, but you can also feel the soft support beneath you. This is the practice, to rest in the sensation of the breath, not in the story of the thought. When you feel thoughts gathering like clouds, gently return to the breath. Let the cool air at your nostrils be your home. Let the rise and fall of your body be your compass. This is not a task to be done, but a quiet invitation to simply be. You do not need to become calm. You only need to notice where you already are. The breath is always here, guiding you back to the only place you ever truly are, the present moment. This is the gentle wisdom of the breath. It does not demand your attention, but it is always ready to welcome you home. As you rest in this breath, you begin to see that the past is already gone. The future is not yet here. There is only this breath, this body, this room. The stories of what was or what might be dissolve in the quiet space of the present. This is where peace is found, not in the absence of thoughts, but in the gentle return to the breath that anchors you here. And when you rest in this moment, you discover that the only rest you ever need is already available to you, right now, with every gentle breath. This present moment is where past regrets and future worries naturally dissolve. As evening deepens and the day's echoes begin to soften, you find yourself settling into the quiet space between wakefulness and sleep. This is not the moment to strain for silence, to push away the last lingering thoughts with effort. Instead, remember this gentle truth: the quiet mind is not something you force into being. It is not a goal to achieve through concentration or willpower. It is the natural stillness that arises when you stop fighting the movement of your thoughts and simply rest in the space beneath them. The breath, your constant companion throughout the day, becomes the anchor here. Not to be controlled, but to be noticed as it flows, a soft rhythm within your body. There is no need to make the breath deeper or slower. Simply allow it to be as it is, a quiet pulse of life already present. Imagine a still pond at dusk. When the wind stirs, ripples spread across the surface, disturbing the reflection of the sky. But the pond itself remains calm beneath the surface disturbance. The ripples are temporary. The stillness is the pond's true nature. Your mind is like that pond. Thoughts are the ripples, sudden, sometimes loud, but they do not change the deep, quiet water beneath. When you rest in the breath, you are not trying to stop the ripples. You are remembering the pond itself. You are resting in the natural stillness that is always there, waiting beneath the surface of your thoughts. Effort to be quiet only creates more ripples. Letting go of that effort is the key. Stop pushing the thoughts away. Stop trying to be perfectly silent. Simply notice the breath and notice the space around it. That space is the quiet mind already present. It is not something you build, it is something you recognize, like seeing the stillness beneath the surface of the pond when the wind has finally stilled. So as you lie here, let the breath be your gentle guide. Feel its natural flow in and out, a quiet anchor in your chest or nostrils. When a thought arises, perhaps a worry, a memory, a planning list, do not chase it or cling to it. Simply notice it, like a leaf floating on the surface of the pond, and then return your attention softly to the breath. No judgment, no frustration, just a quiet return to the feeling of the breath, the simple sensation of air moving. This is not about emptying your mind. It is about resting in the awareness that is already there. Beneath the surface of thought, the quiet mind is not a state you create through force. It is the natural state you discover when you stop resisting the movement of your thoughts and simply rest in the breath. It is the deep calm that comes when you stop trying to be still and simply allow stillness to be. Now, let this awareness sink into your body. Feel the support beneath you, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Notice the space between your thoughts, the quiet space where the breath lives. There is no need to hold anything. There is no need to do anything. You are simply resting in the natural rhythm of your own being. The effort to quiet the mind has been released. The mind is quiet not because you made it so, but because you stopped making it noisy. The stillness is not something you have to find, it is what you are already resting within. This is the quiet mind before sleep, not forced, not achieved, but simply present, like the deep calm of the pond when the ripples have settled. This quiet mind, this natural stillness beneath the surface, is the gentle release we carry into sleep. It is the quiet knowing that we can let go, not with struggle, but with the ease of a mind that has remembered its own deep calm. Quiet mind leads us to release burdens gently. As you settle into the quiet space between wakefulness and sleep, notice how the gentle rhythm of your breath becomes a steady point of reference. It is not something you must create or hold tightly. It simply is, flowing naturally with each inhale and exhale. This is the anchor we return to, not to force calm, but to rest within the natural stillness that already exists beneath the surface of your thoughts. You do not need to wrestle with the mind's activity or chase a state of emptiness. That effort itself creates more turbulence, like trying to hold back a river with your hands. Stop trying to empty the mind, thoughts will flow anyway, like clouds moving across the sky. Your task is not to stop them, but to let them pass without interference, without grasping or pushing them away. The mind is naturally quiet when it is not forced, when you simply allow it to be as it is. Consider the still pond at dusk. A bird flies overhead, its shadow briefly darkening the water. The pond does not fight the shadow. It does not try to become perfectly smooth or empty of reflection. It simply holds the shape of the passing moment, and the water remains deep and calm beneath the surface. The shadow moves on, and the pond returns to its quiet state, unchanged. This is the natural state of the mind. Thoughts are like the bird's shadow, temporary reflections on the surface of your awareness. They do not disturb the deep calm that is always present when you stop struggling to make the water perfectly still. You are not trying to become empty. You are resting in the awareness that is already whole and undisturbed. So as you lie here, feeling the weight of the day soften, bring your attention gently to the breath. Feel the cool air entering your nostrils, the slight rise of your chest, the warmth of the exhale. Notice the thoughts that arise, perhaps a worry, a memory, a fleeting idea. Do not follow them. Do not judge them. Do not try to make them vanish. Simply observe them as you would watch a leaf drift down a stream. They come, they are seen, and they flow on, leaving the water of your awareness undisturbed. Your breath is the anchor that holds you in this moment of gentle observation. It is not a tool to build something new, but a natural point of return to the quiet space within you that has always been there. This is the practice of non-striving. It is not about achieving a silent mind, but about releasing the effort to control it. When you stop fighting the flow of thoughts, you discover a profound peace. You are not the thoughts, you are the space that holds them. You are not the storm, you are the calm sky above it. This effortless presence, this quiet awareness resting in the breath, is where true rest begins. You are not failing because thoughts arise. You are succeeding simply by returning to the breath, without judgment, without resistance. The mind settles not because you forced it, but because you stopped trying to make it settle. This gentle observation, this non-striving awareness, frees us to simply be with whatever arises. It is the key that unlocks the natural stillness already present, allowing us to drift into sleep with a deep sense of peace. This is how the mind finds its rest. As you settle into the quiet space before sleep, notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. Feel the natural stillness beneath the surface of thought, the awareness already present as you rest. This is not a mind to be built or emptied, but a presence to be gently acknowledged. Now, as thoughts arise like passing clouds, there is no need to chase them, hold them, or push them away. They drift across the sky of your awareness without effort, just as clouds drift across the sky without effort. Notice them. This thought about tomorrow's meeting, that memory from childhood, the quiet worry about something unseen, but do not engage. Do not try to change them, understand them, or even name them. Simply observe as you would watch clouds move across the open sky. They do not ask for permission to drift. They simply are. Your thoughts, too, move through your awareness without needing your approval or resistance. They arrive, they linger for a moment, and they drift on just as clouds do. There is no struggle in the sky, it simply holds the movement of clouds. Your mind, when you allow it, can hold the movement of thoughts with the same effortless openness. Imagine sitting by a slow-moving river at dusk. The water flows steadily, carrying leaves and twigs along its path. You watch the leaves float by. There is no need to stop them, pull them to shore, or judge their journey. You simply see them as part of the river's gentle motion. Your thoughts are like those leaves on the river of your mind. They arrive, they move, and they pass. You do not have to steer them, correct them, or make them disappear. You are the river, the sky, the stillness. Your awareness is the vast space that holds the passing movement. This is the gentle invitation to notice without needing to fix, to observe without needing to control. When you try to hold a thought, you create a small tug of effort, a ripple that disturbs the calm. When you let it drift, you return to the deep, quiet flow. This is not about becoming empty or stopping thought. It is about resting in the awareness that is already here, noticing thoughts as they come and go, like clouds in a vast, open sky. As you prepare for sleep, bring this simple practice to your mind. Let each thought arise, perhaps a plan, a worry, a fleeting image, and simply see it as a cloud passing through your awareness. Notice its shape, its color, its movement, but do not follow it. Do not chase it. Do not cling to it. Do not say it should be different. Let it drift on its own path, just as clouds do. You are not the cloud, you are the sky that holds it. There is no need to make thoughts disappear. There is no need to make them stay. They simply pass through the space of your awareness, which remains calm and open. This noticing, without reaction, dissolves the subtle effort of trying to control the mind. It releases the illusion that you must steer every thought, that you must be in charge of the sky. Observing thoughts like clouds dissolves the illusion of control. As you breathe softly, feel the warmth of your awareness holding the passing clouds of thought. Let go of the need to steer. Let go of the need to fix. Rest in the simple, open presence that is always here, beneath the movement. This is not a practice to perfect, but a gentle return to what is already true. And as you rest in this quiet space, you will find the peace that comes not from stopping thought, but from seeing it as it is, passing like clouds without resistance. Close your eyes gently now, dear friend. Feel the soft weight of your body resting on the bed, the quiet rhythm of your breath. As thoughts arise, perhaps about the day's events or tomorrow's worries, notice them not as enemies to be fought, but as passing shapes in the evening sky. This is the heart of observing without reaction. See the thought, a ripple on the water of your mind, and then simply let it drift away, without adding a single word, without pulling it closer or pushing it away. There is no need to argue with the thought, to judge it as good or bad, or to chase after its meaning. The moment you add a comment, a judgment, or a struggle, you create a knot of suffering. But when you notice the thought and release it, you step into freedom. This is not about emptying the mind, but about resting in the spacious awareness that holds all thoughts without being touched by them. Reaction is the cause of suffering. Observation is freedom. Imagine a quiet river flowing at dusk. A leaf floats on its surface. The river does not chase the leaf, does not hold it, does not say the leaf is beautiful or bothersome. It simply flows, carrying the leaf gently downstream. The leaf is noticed, acknowledged as part of the water's movement, and then released into the current. This is how your mind can be with thoughts. A thought appears, a memory, a worry, a fleeting idea. See it as the leaf on the river. Notice its shape, its color, its movement. Then, without effort, let it move on. The river remains calm, undisturbed, simply flowing. Your mind can be that river, that calm space, holding thoughts without being defined by them. So as you lie here, feeling the peace of the bed beneath you, allow this practice to become your nightly companion. When a thought arises, perhaps about something unresolved or a worry about the future, do not pull it into your focus with a "why am I thinking this?" or a "I must fix this." Simply say to yourself, softly, "There is a thought," and then gently turn your attention back to the breath, to the feeling of rest in your body. Let the thought be a cloud passing through the sky of your awareness, not something you must hold on to or discard. You do not need to engage with the thought's content. You do not need to solve it, understand it, or even remember it. Its presence is temporary, like a shadow passing over a wall. Your role is not to manage the shadow, but to remain the wall, steady and unshaken. This simple act of noticing without reaction is where the true rest begins. It is the quiet shift from effort to ease. You're not trying to stop the thought, you are simply allowing it to pass through the open space of your awareness, just as a bird flies through the open sky. The thought comes, it is seen, and it goes, leaving no trace of disturbance behind. There is no struggle, no tension, only the deep, quiet calm of presence. This non-reaction allows thoughts to dissolve naturally. As you rest in this awareness, you discover that the mind's natural state is peace, not chaos. And in this peace, sleep comes not as an escape, but as a gentle return to the stillness that has always been there. As you settle into the quiet of your bed, the day's gentle rhythm slows. The room holds a soft stillness, and your breath begins to flow with the natural ease of the night. This is the perfect moment to remember a simple yet profound truth. Thoughts are not meant to be held. They are like clouds passing through the vast sky of your awareness. You need not chase them, hold them, or push them away. Instead, rest in the gentle awareness that simply holds them, like water holding the shape of a stone before it dissolves. Awareness is the water that dissolves thoughts. It is not a force you exert, but the natural state of your mind when you stop resisting. Imagine a single drop of ink in a clear glass of water. It swirls, forms shapes, and seems significant for a moment. But as the water remains still and calm, the ink does not fight the water. It simply spreads, becomes part of the whole, and loses its distinct form. Thoughts are the ink, and your awareness is the clear, undisturbed water. As you observe them without reaction, without the urge to follow their story or judge them, they begin to lose their power. They are seen, acknowledged, but not owned. This is not about stopping thoughts, it is about changing your relationship to them. You are not the thought. You are the space that holds it. Consider the story of a monk named Kenzo. One evening, As he prepared for sleep, his mind was crowded with the day's concerns, matters of the temple, a difficult conversation, worries about the harvest. He felt the familiar tightening in his chest, the urge to ruminate. Instead, he took a slow breath and gently returned to the feeling of his breath moving in and out. He noticed a thought about the harvest, a sharp worry. He didn't say stop or why is this here? He simply noted worry and let it be held within the spaciousness of his awareness. He noticed the worry was present, then it shifted, softened, and gradually faded, not because he forced it away, but because he stopped engaging with it. The worry dissolved not through effort, but through the natural clarity of his observing presence. It was as if the awareness itself was the water, and the thought the ink, dissolving without a trace. Now, as you lie here, feel the weight of your body resting against the bed. Bring your attention softly to your breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall. When a thought arises, perhaps about tomorrow, a memory, a plan, do not pull back or chase it. Simply notice its presence. See it as a shape in the water of your awareness. Acknowledge it with a quiet thinking or worry if it helps, but let it be. Hold it gently, without adding another thought to it, without saying this is bad or I must fix this. Just observe. As you do this, you will feel the thought begin to lose its grip, its sharp edges soften. It may not vanish instantly, but with each gentle return to the breath, to the simple act of observing, it dissolves. This dissolution happens naturally with sustained attention. It is not something you make happen. It is the natural result of releasing the need to control. You are not trying to empty your mind. You are simply allowing it to be as it is, with the understanding that thoughts, like all things, are impermanent. They arise, they pass, and in the spaciousness of your awareness, they dissolve. This is the quiet strength of true observation. It is the gentle release that happens when you stop struggling with what is already passing through your mind. As you practice this tonight, feel the lightness that comes with releasing the need to hold on. The thoughts that have been weighing on you all day, those worries, those plans, those small sorrows begin to soften and fall away. They dissolve with the awareness you bring to them. This is how you prepare to let go of the day's burdens, not by fighting them, but by allowing them to pass through the clear water of your mind. And as they dissolve, you are left with the deep, quiet ease of simply being, ready for the rest that comes with a mind that has released its hold. As evening settles, the day's rhythm softens, the sun dips below the horizon, and the world slows. This is not the time for analysis or correction, but for a quiet return to yourself. Sit comfortably, perhaps in the gentle dimness of your room, and bring your awareness to the space within. Notice the thoughts that drift through your mind like leaves carried by a slow stream. Do not grasp them. Do not chase them. Do not push them away. Simply observe them as they arise and pass, like clouds moving across a vast, still sky. This is the heart of evening reflection, to witness the day's activity without adding your own commentary or judgment. There's no need to understand why you felt frustrated or to fix the minor disagreements you carried. You are simply noticing what was there. Gently ask yourself, what did I carry into this evening? Was it the weight of a task unfinished, the echo of a sharp word, the quiet worry about tomorrow? Notice these thoughts without naming them as good or bad, without saying they should be different. See them as passing weather, not the landscape itself. Then, with a deep breath, invite a kind release. Imagine holding a small, worn stone you no longer need. You do not throw it away harshly, but place it down with care, acknowledging its presence while letting it go. Release the thought, the worry, the lingering tension, not with force, but with the tenderness you would offer a friend who is weary. Say to yourself softly, I see you, and I release you. This is not about erasing the day, but about honoring it and allowing it to rest. The thoughts that came with you from the day's activities, the small knots of tension you carried in your shoulders or mind, they do not need to be carried into your sleep. They are not your permanent companions. You can set them gently aside as you might set down a heavy coat at the door. Release them with kindness, knowing that you are not defined by them and that rest is possible. This simple act of noticing without engagement, of releasing with warmth, transforms the evening. It is not a grand effort, but a quiet, daily practice of returning to your own calm center. You're not trying to make the thoughts stop. You are simply allowing them to move through the awareness that is already present. The mind, like a pond, settles when left undisturbed. The ripples fade, not because you forced them to, but because you stopped stirring the water. As you release what no longer serves you, you create space for the deep, restorative quiet that sleep brings. This reflection prepares us for gentle release of tension. As you settle into this quiet space, feel how the gentle release from the previous moments has already begun to soften the edges of your mind. Now, let us gently explore the next step in releasing mental clutter, the art of non-attachment to the river of thoughts that flows through your awareness before sleep. This is not about stopping the current of thought, but about changing your relationship to it. Mental chatter, like a river flowing through a valley, is simply the natural movement of the mind. It is not yours to hold, nor is it meant to be held. When you grasp the water, the river becomes a struggle. When you release your grasp, the river flows freely, carrying its weight away without burdening you. This is the essence of non-attachment, observing the flow without tightening your fingers around the passing current. Imagine sitting by a quiet stream on a peaceful evening. The water moves steadily, carrying leaves and twigs downstream. You watch it flow. You do not try to stop the leaves. You do not pull them back to shore. You simply see them pass by, each one a thought, a memory, a worry, moving with the natural rhythm of the stream. Your presence is calm, your hands are loose, and the water continues its journey without resistance. This is the image we invite you to hold in your mind. Thoughts arise, thoughts pass, like the leaves on the river. You are the still observer, not the one clutching the leaves. There is no need to push them away or pull them closer. To hold on to a thought is to create a knot within you. To let it flow is to untie that knot. Attachment creates stress because it demands that the river flow exactly as you wish. Non-attachment creates ease because it allows the river to be as it is. Now, as you prepare for sleep, bring this gentle awareness to your body. Notice where tension gathers, the jaw, the shoulders, the breath held too tightly. With each thought that arises, as it floats through your mind like a leaf on the water, simply acknowledge it without judgment. Say to yourself softly, "This is a thought," and then soften your shoulders. Relax your jaw and let the thought flow on, just as the leaf drifts away. You are not the thought. You are the space where the thought appears and disappears. There is no need to engage, to analyze, or to fight it. The mere act of not holding on begins to dissolve the tension that thought usually carries. Feel how your body releases its grip, how your breath deepens, how the weight of the day begins to melt like ice under the sun. This is not effort. It is a return to your natural state of calm awareness. Let this be your practice tonight. As thoughts rise like mist at dusk, do not chase them or cling to them. Simply notice the mist, and then let it dissolve into the evening air. Your mind is not a vessel to be filled with thoughts, but a clear sky where clouds may pass without leaving a trace. The more you gently release your hold on the passing thoughts, the more space you create for true rest. This quiet release of mental grip makes the flow of thoughts even more natural as you prepare for sleep. Feel how effortlessly your mind begins to settle, like a stone sinking slowly into still water. The river of thought continues to flow, but you are no longer caught in its current. You are the deep, quiet water beneath it, reflecting the stars of peace. Now, let the next thought arise and let it go. This is the ease of non-attachment. This is the path to restful sleep. Rest now. As evening settles and the day's quiet fades, notice how the mind often holds onto the day's threads like a child clutching a worn toy. This holding tight, this subtle grasp, creates a subtle tension within us, a quiet ache beneath the surface of stillness. Let us gently explore releasing this tension, not by forcing thoughts away, but by allowing them to flow, just as a river flows without resistance. Grasp creates tension. Release creates ease. Imagine your thoughts as a gentle river current flowing past you. You do not need to pull them in or push them away. You simply rest on the bank, observing their movement, feeling the cool water of awareness flow over you. There is no need to fight the current, no need to cling to the shape of each passing thought. It is not about stopping the river, but about learning to flow with it, to be the calm bank that holds the river's movement without disturbance. This is the essence of letting thoughts flow without grasp. Consider the ancient story of the monk walking beside a swift river. He saw a traveler struggling against the current, fighting to reach the other side. Muscles straining, face tense. The monk simply stepped onto the riverbank and watched the traveler struggle. When the traveler finally reached the shore, exhausted, the monk said, "Why struggle against the water? Let the river carry you." The traveler paused, realizing he had been fighting the very thing that could move him. He relaxed, let go of his resistance, and the river carried him effortlessly to the other side. This is not passivity, but a profound trust in the natural flow. It is the wisdom of the river, not the struggle of the traveler. Your mind, too, is a river. Thoughts are the water. The current is the natural movement of the mind. When you try to hold on to a thought, to make it stay or force it away, you create the struggle, the tension. When you simply allow it to flow past, like a leaf on the current, the tension dissolves. The river continues its course, and you remain calm, resting in the awareness of the flow. Now, as you prepare to rest, bring this awareness to your own mind. Notice a thought arise, perhaps a worry from the day, a planning loop, a fleeting memory. Instead of reaching to hold it or pushing it away, soften your focus. Breathe in, breathe out, and gently let the thought move through your awareness like a leaf on the river. Feel the subtle release as you stop the internal tug of war. There is no need to fix it, no need to make it disappear. Simply allow it to be carried along by the current of your present awareness. Feel the softening in your shoulders, the quieting of the inner chatter, the ease that comes when you stop fighting. This is not about emptying the mind, but about releasing the grip that makes the mind feel crowded. It is a kindness offered to your own mind, a tender release of the weight you have been carrying. The tension melts away, not because the thought is gone, but because you are no longer fighting with it. You flow with the current. This gentle flow of awareness, this release of grasp as thoughts pass, is the very practice that dissolves the burdens we carry through the day. It is the quiet preparation that allows the mind to let go of the day's weight, not by pushing it aside, but by flowing with it. This flow leads to releasing daytime burdens. As the day softens into evening, the weight of your thoughts may still linger like a forgotten burden carried too long. Feel the gentle pull of the day's activities, the conversations held, the tasks completed or unfinished, resting lightly upon your mind. Yet here, in this quiet space before sleep, there is no need to carry these weights further. They are not yours to hold tightly. They are simply passing clouds in the sky of your awareness. Release them not with a sudden shove, but with a slow, tender letting go, as if easing a heavy sack from your shoulder onto soft earth. This is the essence of releasing daytime burdens gently without force, without urgency, without the clenched fist of effort. Imagine holding a delicate flower in your palm. You do not squeeze it tight to keep it safe, for that would crush it. Instead, you hold it with open, patient hands, allowing its natural form to be, and then gently set it down. So too with your thoughts and worries. They are not to be grasped or controlled, but acknowledged with kindness and then released with a soft heart. The burden itself is not the enemy. The struggle to hold it, the tightness in your chest, the restless mind clinging to the day, that is the true weight. Let go of the struggle first, and the burden will naturally loosen its hold. Consider the story of a young monk who carried a heavy stone in his bag every day, convinced it was necessary. He felt its weight, its constant pressure. One evening, a wise Zen master noticed his heavy burden. The master asked simply, "Why do you carry this stone?" The monk replied, "It is heavy, but I must carry it." The master said nothing, but that night, the monk felt a strange lightness. He looked into his bag and found the stone gone, though he remembered placing it there. The master had quietly set it down during the day, without the monk's knowledge. The monk realized he had been carrying the stone, not because it was needed, but because he had forgotten how to let it go. The stone was never the problem. The problem was the monk's refusal to release it. This is how we carry our mental burdens, unconsciously, with the weight of habit, not because they serve us, but because we forget we can simply set them down. Now, as you prepare for rest, bring this gentle awareness to your body. Notice where the day's tension lives, perhaps in your shoulders, your jaw, or the space between your eyebrows. Feel the subtle tightness, the habitual holding. Breathe into that space, not to force it open, but to soften it, like warm water melting a small ice cube. Imagine your thoughts as leaves floating on a still pond. They come, they drift, and they settle. You do not chase them or pull them back. You simply allow them to pass, as the water allows the leaves to move. Release the thought of the meeting that went wrong, not by fighting it, but by whispering softly, "It is done." Release the worry about tomorrow, not with a sigh of frustration, but with a quiet sigh of acceptance. Let it flow like the river, not by resisting its current, but by moving with it. Release without a clenched fist, with a heart that knows the burden was never yours to carry alone. This gentle release is not about erasing the day, but about returning to the spaciousness of your own mind. It is the quiet act of saying to your thoughts, "You may pass through, but you do not stay." As you release the weight of the day, the mind becomes like a still lake, reflecting the night sky with clarity. The space created by this soft letting go is the space where true rest begins to settle. You are not pushing the day away, you are gently placing it down, knowing it will not disturb your peace. This is the preparation of the mind for rest. The quiet readiness that comes from releasing burdens without force and arriving at sleep with a heart as soft as the evening air. The mind, released, is ready to rest. Feel the quiet space between your thoughts as you settle into this moment before sleep. The day's gentle flow has carried you here, and now the body holds the echoes of the day's gentle current. Notice how tension gathers not just in the mind, but in the quiet places of the body, the jaw, the shoulders, the space beneath the ribs. This holding is natural, a soft accumulation of the day's gentle pressures. Yet, as you prepare to release, remember that tension stored in the body is released gently, not forcefully. It is not about pushing it away, but allowing it to soften, to melt like snow under a warm sun. Consider the old Zen monk who sat by a slow-moving river. He noticed the water carrying leaves downstream, not clinging to them, not resisting their flow. He saw how the river carried the weight of branches without strain, simply moving with the current. This is the way of release. The mind, like the river, holds thoughts without grasping. The body, like the riverbank, holds tension without resistance. When a thought arises, it flows through the mind like a leaf on water. When tension gathers in the jaw, let it flow out with the breath, not by tightening further, but by releasing the subtle hold. Now, feel your body settle deeper into the support beneath you. Allow your awareness to rest gently in the space between your shoulders. Feel the softness there, the space where tension might gather. With your next natural breath, as you exhale, let that breath carry the tension away. Imagine a soft sigh moving through your jaw, releasing the subtle clench. Feel the shoulders drop, releasing the weight they carry as you breathe out. Let the breath guide the release out with the exhale, soft and slow. The mind follows the body's gentle release. Thoughts may still come, but they pass like clouds across the sky, not held, not chased, simply observed and released with each outgoing breath. The tension stored in the body is released as you breathe out. It is not a struggle to let go of burdens, but a tender release of the body's holding. Allow the jaw to soften, the shoulders to drop, the mind to settle into spaciousness. This is not forcing relaxation, but allowing the natural flow of release to return to its quiet rhythm. As you breathe out, feel the softness spreading through your limbs, like warmth spreading through still water. Feel the quiet space opening within, where thoughts no longer need to be held. The gentle release of the jaw, shoulders, and mind is not a destination, but the natural unfolding of rest. Let the breath guide you deeper into this softness. With every out-breath, release a little more. With every in-breath, allow the stillness to grow. The body knows this release. It has held it all along. Now, it simply flows out with the breath. This physical release deepens the mental transition to sleep. As the softness from the previous moments settles deeper within your body, a gentle ease begins to spread like warm light through your bones. Feel how the quiet space you've created around your breath now holds you as you prepare to rest. This is not the moment to grasp or force anything. It is simply the natural turning of the earth, the quiet unfolding of night. Sleep is not a problem to solve, nor a goal to achieve. It is a natural process, a quiet rhythm your body has known since birth. Trust that wisdom within you, the deep, ancient knowing that requires no effort from you. Your body knows exactly how to reset itself when given the chance, just as a river knows to flow when the banks are clear. Let go of the need to control sleep, to chase it or hold it tightly. This struggle only creates more tension, like trying to hold water in your hands. Release the thought of needing to sleep and simply allow the body to rest as it is meant to. Imagine the moon reflected in a still pond. The moon does not struggle to be reflected, it simply is, and the pond holds its image without effort. When the water is disturbed by wind, the reflection shatters, but when the wind stills, the moon returns naturally. Your mind is like that pond. Thoughts may stir like ripples as you begin to settle, but they do not need to be caught or controlled. They are simply passing clouds in the sky of your awareness. Watch them move through the stillness without reaching for them, without saying this thought is good or that one is bad. Let them flow by like leaves carried on a gentle stream. There is no need to stop them or push them away. Your body, in its wisdom, is already moving toward rest. Feel the weight of the day softening, the muscles releasing their quiet hold. Notice how the tension that once clung to your shoulders or your jaw simply melts away as you stop fighting it. This is not about doing something new, it is about stopping the old effort. You are not failing because sleep comes slowly. You are not succeeding because sleep comes quickly. You are simply being human, resting as your body naturally does. The deep calm you feel now, the soft space where thoughts pass without holding, is the truest form of rest. It is the stillness before the river flows, When you stop trying to make sleep happen, you allow the body to reset itself completely. This is the gentle wisdom that eases the transition to rest. Understanding sleep as reset eases the transition to rest. Feel the gentle shift as the day softens around you. Notice how the sharp edges of activity begin to blur, not with effort, but with simple awareness. This is the natural turning point where the river of your day meets the stillness of night. Do not rush the transition. Do not strain to arrive at sleep. Instead, let your attention settle into the quiet space between what was and what will be. Feel the subtle change in your body as the tension you carried through the hours begins to loosen, like leaves released from a branch. Your breath deepens, your shoulders soften, your mind releases its grip on the day's concerns. This is not about forcing rest, but about allowing the natural rhythm of your being to guide you toward stillness. Imagine a traveler walking along a sunlit path, carrying a heavy bundle. As evening approaches, they find a quiet stream and place the bundle gently on the bank. They sit by the water, watching the current carry away the dust of the journey. They do not fight the water, nor do they cling to the bundle. They simply sit, feeling the cool air on their skin, hearing the gentle flow. The act of placing the bundle down is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a deeper rest. The traveler's mind is not empty, yet it is clear, ready for the night to unfold. This is the mindful transition we invite you to experience. Notice the shift within your own body as you prepare for rest. Where do you hold the day's energy? Perhaps in your jaw, your hands, or the space between your shoulder blades. Bring your awareness there with a soft, tender curiosity. Do not judge it. Do not try to push it away. Simply acknowledge its presence and invite it to soften, like a stone settling into calm water. Breathe into that space, feeling the warmth of your breath ease the tightness. Let your hands rest lightly on your lap or the bed, releasing any need to hold on. Feel the weight of your body meeting the support beneath you, a quiet surrender. This is the gentle bridge between the world of doing and the world of being. It is the space where mental clutter naturally dissolves, not through force, but through the simple act of noticing and letting go. As you feel this bridge forming within you, notice how the mind begins to quiet without effort. The thoughts that arose during the day do not vanish, but they lose their power to pull you back. They flow by like clouds across the moon, seen but not held. You are not the thoughts, you are the space that holds them as they pass. This is the heart of the mindful transition, recognizing that rest is not something you must achieve, but the natural state that reveals itself when you stop struggling to be elsewhere. Your body knows this rhythm. Your breath knows this wisdom. Trust it. This gentle shift, this mindful noticing of the body's quiet release, deepens the mental decluttering process. It transforms sleep from a task into a natural return to your truest, most rested self. You are not closing your eyes to escape the day, but opening them to the quiet wisdom already within you. As you settle into this space, let the river of your day flow gently into the still water of night. As the last light of day softens into the gentle hush of night, a quiet invitation arises. Not to chase sleep, but to gently clear the space within. Imagine your mind as a small room you've occupied all day. It holds the echoes of conversations, the weight of tasks, the flicker of worries. Now, as you prepare for rest, picture yourself moving through that room with soft hands, not forcing anything, not fighting the clutter, but simply opening the window to let the air move through. This is the heart of nighttime mental decluttering. It is not about emptying your mind completely, nor about achieving a perfect stillness. It is about releasing the day's thoughts without judgment, like setting down a heavy stone you no longer need to carry. See the thoughts that arise, perhaps a worry about tomorrow, a replay of a moment from today as clouds drifting across the sky of your awareness. They are not yours to hold on to, nor are they a problem to solve. Simply notice their shape, their color, and let them pass as naturally as the clouds pass by the moon. There is no need to chase them away or pull them back. Just a soft acknowledgement, a gentle release, and the space begins to clear. This is not effort, it is a return to your natural state. Your mind, like a clear pond, holds its own stillness beneath the surface. The day's activity is the ripples on top, and rest is the deep, calm water waiting beneath. When you stop trying to control the ripples, the pond naturally settles. You are not trying to make the thoughts disappear. You are simply allowing them to flow past, like leaves carried by a quiet stream. This is the practice. To meet each passing thought with the same gentle kindness you would offer a friend who has walked by your door. No scolding for coming, no clinging for staying. Just a quiet, "Ah, you are here." And then a soft letting go. There is no goal to reach here. You are not striving to become empty. You are simply returning to the spaciousness that was always there. The room was never truly full, it was just covered in dust. Now, you are simply brushing that dust away, not to create a new room, but to remember the room itself. Feel the ease that comes with this release. As you let go of the day's small knots, the tightness in your shoulders softens. The constant hum of the mind slows, not because you forced it to stop, but because you stopped adding to it. You're not trying to sleep. You are simply allowing the natural rhythm of rest to arise within the space you've created. This space is not earned. It is simply revealed when you stop grasping. It is the quiet before the river flows again, the stillness that holds the reflection of the moon. The room is clear. The air is fresh. The only thing left to do is to rest, without needing to do anything at all. This is how the mind prepares for the night, not by fighting to be calm, but by releasing the weight of what has been. The clutter dissolves not because you made it vanish, but because you stopped holding it. And in that release, you find yourself already resting. This gentle decluttering makes space for embracing the deep stillness that is your true nature. As the day's activities gently dissolve into the softness of evening, notice how the mind begins to quiet without effort. This is not a state you must force or achieve, but a natural unfolding that happens when you stop wrestling with the thoughts that arise. Sleep is not a destination to reach. It is the river flowing naturally into the still water of night. The stillness we seek is not the absence of thoughts, but the absence of struggle against them. It is the deep calm that arises when you stop saying, "I must be still," and simply allow the surface ripples of the day to settle on their own. Imagine a pond after a light rain. The surface may be stirred by falling drops, creating small circles that spread and fade. You do not need to shout at the water to become calm. You do not need to push the ripples away. You simply rest in the understanding that beneath the temporary movement, the water is inherently still. The pond does not struggle to be calm. It simply is. Your mind, in this moment before sleep, is like that pond. Thoughts are the raindrops, the ripples. The stillness is the deep, clear water beneath. You do not need to create it. You only need to stop fighting against the surface movement to discover it. This is the gentle practice of embracing stillness as it arises, not as a goal to chase. It is not about emptying your mind, but about releasing the tight grip of "I must make it empty." When a thought appears, simply notice it, like seeing a cloud pass across the sky. Do not follow it. Do not judge it. Do not try to hold it or push it away. Offer it a soft, "I see you," and let it drift. In that simple act of non-struggle, the stillness beneath the surface, thoughts becomes palpable. It is not something you build. It is something you uncover by ceasing to disturb the water. So as you settle into your bed, bring this awareness with you. Feel the weight of the day, the gentle hum of thoughts, the quiet pulse of your breath. Notice the thoughts without clinging, without needing to fix them or make them stop. With each breath, soften the edges of your attention. Allow the surface activity to flow without resistance. Feel the quiet space beneath the thoughts, the deep calm that has always been there, waiting. Rest in that space. It is not a place you travel to. It is the very ground of your being, now revealed in the quiet of the night. This is not a special achievement. It is simply resting in the natural state that is already present. Let the river of your day flow gently into the still water of night. Feel the mental clutter dissolve not through force, but through the simple act of releasing the need to hold it. The stillness is not a prize for good behavior. It is the natural state of the mind when it is no longer fighting itself. You do not need to become still. You simply need to stop struggling to be still. In that release, the profound peace of sleep arises not as a goal, but as the natural expression of your mind's inherent rest. This is the quiet integration of all that we have learned. It is the seamless flow from awareness to release, from effort to ease, from the surface to the deep calm within, as the day softens into the quiet space before sleep. Your mind may still hold the echoes of the hours past. Gentle thoughts drift like leaves on a slow stream, and it is natural to notice them. Yet today we deepen our gaze to see not just the surface movement, but the very nature of that movement itself. Remember this: thoughts are not solid things they appear to be. They are not permanent truths etched in stone, but fleeting energy patterns, like ripples on a pond stirred by a breeze. They arise, they shift, and they dissolve, all without effort, all without needing your permission to be here or to leave. This impermanence is not a flaw in the mind, but a profound gift, a natural rhythm as essential as the breath itself. It is the very ground of your freedom. Consider the still water of a mountain lake at dawn. A single raindrop falls, creating a small circle that spreads gently outward. You see the ripple, you feel its gentle motion, but you do not cling to it. You know it will fade. The water remains undisturbed at its core. The lake itself is not changed by the ripples passing. Your mind, in its deepest nature, is like that still water. The thoughts, the worries, the plans, they are the ripples, the passing show on the surface. They have no substance of their own. They are simply energy moving through the awareness that is always calm. To grasp at them, to believe they are real and lasting, is to create a small struggle where none need exist. To see them as they truly are, impermanent, insubstantial, is to release the need to hold on. This is not about forcing thoughts away, but about recognizing their true nature with a gentle, clear sight. So as you settle into the softness of your bed, let your attention rest lightly upon the passing thoughts. Notice a worry about tomorrow, a memory from yesterday, a fragment of conversation. Do not chase it. Do not argue with it. Do not label it good or bad. Simply observe it as you would observe a cloud drifting across the sky. See it clearly, yet without attachment. See it as a pattern of energy, rising and falling, like a breath drawn in and released. Feel the quiet space within you, the still water beneath the ripples, that never ripples itself. That space is always present, untouched by the thoughts that flow through it. When you see the thought for what it is, a temporary movement, not a permanent state, you naturally release the grip. You don't have to do anything to make it go. It simply passes, as all things must, leaving the stillness undisturbed. This deepening of observation, this seeing of thoughts not as solid events but as the natural, impermanent dance of energy within the mind, is where true ease comes from. It is the gentle shift from trying to stop the river to understanding the river's nature. As you notice thoughts dissolving like mist under morning sun, without needing to chase them or hold them, you discover a deeper layer of peace. You realize you are not the thought, you are the awareness holding it, and that awareness is always calm. This effortless release, born from seeing impermanence clearly, allows you to let go with a quiet confidence. It is the natural unfolding of stillness when the illusion of permanence is seen through. As you notice thoughts dissolving, you find yourself resting more fully in the quiet space that has always been there, waiting for you as you drift toward rest. This deep understanding of impermanence is the key that opens the door to releasing more completely. Imagine the mind as a clear sky on a quiet evening. As you prepare for rest, notice how thoughts arrive like visitors, unexpected yet natural. Each one comes with a brief stay, a fleeting shape against the vast openness within you. They are not your home, nor do you need to hold them. This is the gentle truth. You are the sky, not the guest. The sky does not chase visitors away or try to keep them. It simply holds space for them to come and go, as they always will. You don't have to be the host to let them leave. There is no need to grasp, no effort required to release. Welcome them softly, as you would a friend passing through, and then, with a quiet smile, let them continue on their way. This is not about pushing thoughts away. It is about recognizing their temporary nature, like clouds drifting across the sun. They come, they are seen, they fade. The sky remains unchanged. Consider the old Zen story of a monk who lived alone in a mountain hut. One evening, a stranger arrived, seeking shelter from the rain. The monk welcomed the guest warmly, offered tea, and shared a simple meal. As the stranger prepared to leave at dawn, the monk walked them to the gate. The guest bowed, thanked him, and departed. The monk returned inside, closed the door, and settled into his quiet sleep. He had no lingering thoughts about the guest, no need to hold on to the visit. He simply welcomed the presence and let it pass, as naturally as the rain had passed over the mountains. His mind remained clear, unburdened, because he never felt the need to become the host. He was simply the space that held the visit. This is the practice we deepen now. As you settle into your bed tonight, bring this awareness to the quiet space between thoughts. Notice a thought arise, a worry, a memory, a gentle whisper. Instead of following it, gently acknowledge its presence. Ah, a visitor. Feel the warmth of welcoming it without judgment, Then, without any effort, let the breath carry it away, as easily as a leaf on a stream. Your mind is not the thought. It is the calm water where the thought ripples briefly and then settles. There is no need to chase the thought away, nor to hold it close. Simply observe its arrival and departure, like watching birds fly across the evening sky. The smile is not a forced expression, but the natural softening of your eyes and heart as you realize, I am not the thought. I am the space that holds it and releases it with kindness. In this moment, as you breathe slowly, feel the subtle shift. The tightness in your shoulders softens. The mental chatter loses its grip. You are not struggling with the thought. You are simply resting within the awareness that holds it. This is not a new skill you must master. It is remembering what you already are, the clear, open space that welcomes all passing visitors with gentle ease. Let the thought come. Let it go. There is no need to host it. Just be the calm sky, resting in its own natural stillness. This visitor metaphor makes release feel natural and kind. It transforms the act of letting go from a struggle into a simple, warm invitation. As you drift towards sleep, remember the sky, the hut, the quiet smile of the monk. You are not holding the thought. You are the peace that remains after it has passed. Close your eyes now and feel the gentle rhythm of your breath. Let the day's gentle currents of thought drift through your awareness like leaves carried on a quiet stream. This is the natural flow we've been exploring. But now we deepen our observation to see how thoughts move not as separate islands, but as part of a continuous, flowing river. Remember the calm space you recognized in the previous chapter, the stillness that holds all passing thoughts. Now, see that this stillness is not separate from the river itself. You are the river. The vast, deep, unchanging water that carries the surface ripples, not the individual drops of water that rise and fall. The water is the thought, the current is the flow, but you are the river, the constant presence that simply allows the movement to happen. Do not try to stop the water, for that struggle creates only more turbulence. Instead, rest in the awareness of the river's flow, knowing the water will move on without your effort. Imagine sitting by a wide, slow-moving river at dusk. You watch the surface, leaves, twigs, and shadows of clouds drift past. You do not grab at the leaves or shout at the clouds. You simply observe, knowing they are temporary, part of the river's journey. The river flows, the leaves move, and you remain steady on the bank, not clinging to the leaves, not fighting the current. This is the essence of observing thoughts without resistance. Your thoughts are like those leaves, distinct for a moment, but part of the larger movement. You are not the leaf you see. You are the river that holds the leaf and lets it go. When a thought arises, a worry about tomorrow, a memory from yesterday, see it as a leaf drifting by. Notice its shape, its color, its brief presence. Then, without judgment, without the need to follow it or push it away, return to the deep calm of the river itself. The river's flow is natural, effortless, and always moving forward. Your thoughts are the same. They arise, they move, and they dissolve back into the current. Before sleep, this practice becomes especially tender. As you lie down, feel the weight of the day begin to soften. Let your awareness rest like the calm surface of the river just before the stars appear. When thoughts come fleeting, insistent, perhaps insistent, gently acknowledge them as the river's surface movement. Say to yourself, softly, "This is a thought," and then let it flow past, like the leaf carried by the current. Do not chase it. Do not hold it. Do not let it pull you into the shallows of worry. Rest in the deep, quiet space beneath the surface flow. You are not the thought, you are the stillness that allows the thought to pass. This is not about emptying your mind, but about recognizing that your mind's natural state is already clear and spacious. The thoughts are simply the water, and you are the river. Notice how this gentle observation changes your relationship with your thoughts. When you stop trying to control the current, the resistance fades. The need to grasp or reject dissolves, replaced by a quiet trust in the river's natural course. You're not fighting the flow, you are simply the river, moving with it. This is the key to resting deeply before sleep. There is no struggle, only the effortless flow of awareness. As you learn to flow with thoughts, you'll discover that controlling them becomes unnecessary. You are already the river, and the river flows without effort. Let the current carry you now into the deep, quiet rest of sleep, where thoughts pass like clouds across the moon, leaving the sky clear and whole. As the day's final light fades and your body settles into the quiet of the bed, a gentle shift in your awareness becomes possible. You have been observing thoughts as they arise and pass, like clouds drifting across the vast sky of your being. Now, move deeper into the practice of simply allowing them to be, without the subtle tug of judgment that often pulls you back into the stream of thought. Judgment is the enemy of peace. It creates a second layer of tension on top of the first. When a thought arises, notice it without the immediate whisper of "this is good" or "this is bad." See the thought itself, clear and separate, as a natural event within the spacious awareness that you are. This is not about stopping thoughts, but about changing your relationship with them. The river of your awareness remains calm and deep, holding the passing currents without resistance or preference. Consider the story of a monk sitting by a quiet stream. He noticed his mind often labeling thoughts as important or annoying as they flowed past. One evening, as he watched a leaf float downstream, he realized he was also labeling the leaf beautiful or useless in his mind. He simply watched the leaf move, noticing its shape, its path, without adding a judgment. The leaf was just a leaf. The thought was just a thought. The monk saw that the judgment itself was the disturbance, not the thought. The leaf flowed on, unjudged, as did the thoughts. Once he stopped adding the extra weight of good or bad. This simple act of noticing without labeling created a space where the thought could simply be, and then naturally dissolve. Before sleep, this practice becomes especially gentle. As you lie still, perhaps a thought about tomorrow's worry or a memory of the day surfaces. Instead of reaching for the thought to fix it or push it away, softly acknowledge its presence. There is a thought about work, or there is a memory of laughter. Feel the thought as a visitor in the quiet room of your mind, not as a command or a problem. Notice the physical sensation of the thought passing through your awareness, like a scent on the breeze. Does it bring tension? Feel that tension, then breathe into it, allowing it to soften. This acceptance is not passive resignation, it is an active deepening of your presence. It is the key that unlocks the space where thoughts can naturally release, without you holding on to them. You are not the thought. You are the spacious awareness that holds the thought, allowing it to flow through you like a river flows through the valley. This quiet acceptance before sleep is not about achieving a thoughtless mind. It is about resting in the natural state of awareness, where thoughts come and go, and you remain the unchanging ground. You don't need to force them away, nor do you need to follow them. You simply notice them without the added burden of judgment, and let them pass through the open space of your attention. In that space, there is a profound sense of release. The mind, freed from the constant effort of labeling and reacting, begins to soften and settle. The resistance fades, and the deep, restful stillness of sleep becomes the natural flow. This quiet acceptance, this gentle noticing without judgment, becomes the foundation. It paves the way for observing thoughts without reaction, as the very act of accepting them creates the calm space where reaction naturally dissolves. As evening softens the room, let your body settle gently onto the bed. Feel the support beneath you, the quiet weight of your presence resting in the moment. Thoughts may still rise like dust in the fading light, but tonight we invite you to meet them differently. Instead of following their current, we turn toward the steady rhythm already within you. Place your hands lightly on your chest, feeling the subtle movement of your breath. Notice how your chest lifts softly with each inhale, a gentle expansion filled with cool air. Feel it settle with a quiet release as you exhale, carrying away the lightest tension. This simple rise and fall is your anchor, your home in the present. It is not a thing you create, but a sensation you simply notice, like watching a single leaf drift on a still pond. In the ancient Zen gardens, stones are placed not to hold the water still, but to become part of its flow. The breath is like that stone, a point of calm within the movement of thought. When you feel the cool air enter your nostrils, the slight lift at your ribs, the quiet release of your exhale, you are not chasing the past or worrying about tomorrow. You are resting in the exact sensation of this breath, this moment. The past is a shadow that cannot touch your chest right now. The future is a river that has not yet reached this shore. Here, in the soft rise and fall, you are fully present. The mind, accustomed to pulling you toward yesterday's worry or tomorrow's task, finds a new direction. It returns to the anchor of the body's natural rhythm, a place of quiet certainty. Feel the breath now, not forcing it, not waiting for it to be perfect. Simply feel the soft expansion beneath your hands as you breathe in. Feel the gentle release as you breathe out. This is not about controlling the breath, but about resting in its natural movement. Let the sensation of the chest rising and falling become your entire world for these few moments. The thought about work, the worry about a conversation, the echo of a name, they may arise, but you're not chasing them. You are returning again and again to the simple feeling of air moving through you, the quiet rise and fall. This is how the body remembers stillness. This is how the mind finds its resting place. You might notice the breath feels more subtle tonight, or perhaps more steady. The point is not to make it happen, but to notice what is already happening. If your mind wanders to a thought, that is fine. Gently return to the feeling of the chest moving. This is not a struggle against thought. It is a gentle turning toward the anchor of your own body. Each return is a soft act of self-kindness, a quiet reminder that you are safe here. Now, the breath is always here, always available, a constant companion in the changing landscape of the mind. It does not judge the thought that passes through it. It simply holds the space for the thought to be, then lets it go as naturally as a leaf floats down a stream. This anchor in the body's present sensation is more than just a technique. It is a way of meeting the mind with deep respect. By resting in the breath's gentle movement, you're not fighting the thoughts, you're allowing them to pass through awareness, like clouds moving across a clear sky. The breath becomes the still point around which the thoughts circle, but do not disturb. This quiet presence, this deep relaxation found in the simple act of feeling the chest rise and fall, is the foundation for the rest that follows. As you settle into this anchor, you discover you are not separate from the calm of the breath. You are the calm itself, resting within the movement. This deepening of breath awareness naturally prepares the mind to observe thoughts with greater ease, without resistance, as they flow through the stillness you have cultivated. Let the breath guide you deeper into rest. As evening deepens and the day's echoes soften, you find yourself settling into the quiet space between wakefulness and sleep. The mind often holds on to the day's events, weaving new stories from old threads. But here, in this moment of preparation for rest, we return not to the past or future, but to the simple, steady rhythm of your breath and the quiet awareness of your body. This is not about forcing stillness, but about gently noticing what already is. Feel the natural rise and fall of your chest, the subtle expansion of your belly, the cool air entering your nostrils, the warm exhalation leaving your lips. Do not chase the breath, simply rest within its quiet movement. Let your body soften, releasing any unnoticed tension, like a leaf settling into still water. This is the foundation, breath as your anchor, body as your resting place, both fully present without judgment. Imagine a monk sitting beneath a tree, his mind restless with thoughts of the market, the river, the passing clouds. He tries to push the thoughts away, but they only multiply. One evening, as he watches the clouds drift across the moon, he notices the moon itself, clear and unchanging, behind the passing clouds. He realizes the moon was always there. He was only caught in the story of the clouds. This is the essence of what we practice now. The thoughts, like the clouds, will come and go. Your awareness, like the moon, remains steady. You do not need to create a story about the sensation of your breath moving in your lungs, or the gentle weight of your body on the bed. You simply notice the coolness, the warmth, the soft pressure, without adding "this means I'm tired" or "this is uncomfortable." The sensation is simply sensation. The breath is simply breath. This noticing, without adding the weight of meaning, is the quiet space where rest begins to take root. So as you lie here, bring your full attention to the present moment. Feel the breath flowing in, a gentle current. Feel your body resting, supported, sinking into the surface beneath you. Notice the subtle sensations, the coolness of the air on your skin, the softness of the pillow, the quiet hum of the room. If a thought arises, like a bird flitting across the sky, do not follow it. Gently acknowledge its presence with a soft thinking, and return to the breath and body. There is no need to stop the thought, simply allow it to pass, like a cloud before the moon, without clinging. This presence, this simple noticing without adding anything, is not effort. It is the natural state of the mind when it is not caught in the current of its own stories. It is the space where the mind finds its true rest, not by fighting the noise, but by resting in the quiet center of awareness. This quiet presence dissolves the mental clutter. It is not that the thoughts disappear. It is that you no longer need to carry them. The foundation of rest is laid, not in the absence of thought, but in the clear, unclouded awareness of the present moment, held gently in the rhythm of your breath and the quiet ease of your body. As you notice the cool air entering your nostrils, the soft expansion of your chest, the deep quiet of your resting form, you find that rest is not something you must reach for, but something you are already resting within. This mindful presence is the very ground of your rest. As you continue to rest in this awareness, the mental clutter begins to dissolve, leaving only the clear, open space of the present moment. Close your eyes now and feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Notice how it moves without effort, a natural rhythm within you. This simple awareness, cultivated through the previous steps, has already begun to soften the edges of your thoughts. You are not chasing calm. You are simply resting within the quiet that has always been present beneath the surface of your mind. The quiet mind is already there. Just notice it. It is not something you must create or force into being. Think of a still pond on a calm evening. Clouds may drift across the sky, casting fleeting shadows on the water's surface, but the pond itself remains deep, clear, and undisturbed. Your thoughts are like those passing clouds, moving across the surface of your awareness. They come, they linger for a moment, and they dissolve back into the sky of your mind. You do not need to stop them or pull them away. Simply observe their movement without grasping or pushing, and you will find the stillness beneath them waiting patiently. This is the essence of resting before sleep. Do not force silence. Let it arise naturally from your willingness to be present with what is. When you notice a thought arising, a worry about tomorrow, a memory from yesterday, do not follow its story. Gently return your attention to the feeling of breath entering and leaving your body, the soft weight of your body resting on the bed, the quiet hum of the room. With each breath, you are not trying to make the mind empty. You are simply noticing where the mind settles when the story stops. This noticing is not an act of will. It is a quiet acceptance of the present moment as it is. Feel the softness in your shoulders, the ease in your chest, the gentle flow of air through your nostrils. There is a deep, natural quiet here, already existing within the space between thoughts. Rest in that quiet beneath the surface thoughts. It is not the absence of thought, but the spaciousness that holds thought without being defined by it. Imagine sitting by a mountain stream at dusk. The water flows steadily, carrying leaves and twigs downstream. Yet the stream itself remains constant, deep, and calm. Your thoughts are the leaves and twigs moving through the water of your mind. The stream, the deep quiet, remains undisturbed by the passing things. You do not need to stop the leaves from floating by. you simply rest in the feeling of the flowing water, knowing the stream's nature is calm, steady, and always present. This is the rest you seek before sleep. It is not found in the absence of thought, but in the natural ease of returning to the quiet space where thoughts arise and pass without claiming your center. Let the breath be your anchor, the body your resting place, and the quiet beneath your thoughts your home. There is no need to hold on to anything, no need to push anything away. Simply be aware of the stillness that welcomes the movement of thought. As you settle deeper into this awareness, notice how the tension in your mind begins to melt away. The constant chatter fades not because you silenced it, but because you stopped feeding it with your attention. You are not fighting the thoughts. You are simply noticing the quiet that exists alongside them. This quiet is not something you achieve through effort. It is the natural state of your mind when you stop resisting what is. Feel the weight of your body becoming lighter, the rhythm of your breath deepening, the surface thoughts dissolving like mist at dawn. Rest in that quiet space, knowing it is already whole, already complete. This quiet mind, resting without striving, is the natural ground from which all rest flows. It leads us gently to the next step, non-striving for emptiness, for in this quiet, we discover that emptiness is not a goal, but the very nature of our awareness. Let the quiet guide you now into the deep, restful space of sleep. As the quiet settles around you, notice how the gentle rhythm of your breath continues, undisturbed by the day's busyness. You've been resting in the awareness of your body's stillness, feeling the soft rise and fall without adding a single word or story. This quiet presence beneath the surface, this natural rest you've already found, is the foundation for what comes next. Now, let's gently release one more layer of effort, the quiet urge to make your mind empty. It is not that you seek emptiness, but rather that you stop trying to force it. You see, the mind is not a vessel you must clean out. It is not a room you must sweep to achieve stillness. Trying to empty the mind creates a new kind of clutter. The effort itself becomes a heavy thought, a struggle against the very peace you seek. Imagine holding your breath tightly, waiting for the silence to arrive. The tighter you hold, the more the silence seems to flee. The mind, like the breath, is naturally spacious. It is only when we crowd it with the demand to be empty that it feels full. Let thoughts come, like clouds passing through a clear sky. They arise, they linger for a moment, and then they simply move on. Do not chase them away, and do not cling to them. Simply notice their presence, then let them drift. As you return to the anchor of your breath, the soft sensation of your body resting on the bed, consider the old Zen story of the monk who sat by the river. A student asked him, "How do you keep your mind calm when so many thoughts arise?" The monk looked at the flowing water, then turned to the student, I do not stop the water from flowing, he said softly. I do not hold back the clouds. I simply watch them pass, knowing the river is always flowing, the sky is always clear. The mind is like the river. Thoughts are the water, the clouds. The river's nature is to flow. The sky's nature is to be clear. You do not need to empty the river to see its flow, nor clear the sky to see its vastness. You simply stop trying to make it empty and allow its natural state to be seen. This is the heart of non-striving. It is not passive waiting, but active, gentle acceptance. It is the deep knowing that rest is not something you build, but something you uncover by releasing the effort to build it. When you stop wrestling with thoughts, when you stop believing you must silence the inner noise to find peace, the mind naturally returns to its quiet, spacious nature. The thoughts do not vanish because you stopped trying. They simply lose their power to disturb you. They pass through the awareness like leaves on a stream, seen but not held. The space between thoughts, the quiet that was always there beneath the surface, becomes more apparent. This is not emptiness you create. It is the mind's own natural clarity, revealed when you stop obscuring it with striving. So as you settle into this night, let your breath be your guide. Feel the cool air entering, the warm air leaving. Feel the weight of your body sinking gently into the mattress. When thoughts arise about tomorrow, about yesterday, about anything, they are like passing birds. Notice them. Perhaps name them softly in your mind, thinking, remembering, worrying, and then let them go, without judgment, without the need to push them away. Return to the breath, to the body's quiet presence. This is not about achieving a silent mind. It is about recognizing that the silence, the spaciousness, is already here, already yours. The mind is naturally empty when not cluttered by your effort to make it so. Rest is not something to reach for. It is the ground you stand on, always. Let thoughts come and go, like clouds, and know that the sky remains vast, clear, and untroubled. Non-striving allows thoughts to pass without resistance. As the day's activities soften and your body settles into the quiet space of your bed, notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. This is not a moment to chase stillness or force the mind into silence. Instead, rest in the knowing that stillness has always been present, like the clear sky beneath the clouds. Thoughts will arise, plans, worries, memories, each one a passing cloud in the vast openness of your awareness. They move without effort, without asking for permission, just as clouds drift across the sky. There is no need to stop them, no need to shape them, no need to judge them as good or bad. Simply notice them as they appear, like a cloud drifting across the open sky, and let them pass without holding on. The sky does not struggle with the cloud. It simply remains clear and spacious, holding all without resistance. Your mind is the same. When a thought arises, see it not as an interruption, but as a natural movement within the spacious awareness that is already here. Do not try to change it. Do not try to make it disappear. Simply observe its shape, its color, its brief presence, and then let it flow away as clouds dissolve into the horizon. This is not passive waiting. It is an active, gentle awareness. It is the deep wisdom of recognizing that thoughts are transient, like the clouds, while the sky of awareness remains constant and undisturbed. Notice how the mind often tries to cling to a thought or push it away, creating a small storm of resistance within the calm. But when you release that effort, when you simply allow the thought to be without adding judgment or reaction, the space within you opens wider. The quiet space beneath the thoughts, which you discovered in the previous chapter, becomes more familiar, more deeply reassuring. It is not something you create. It is the natural state of awareness when you stop fighting what is. As you prepare for sleep, let this practice be your anchor. With each breath, return to the feeling of the clear sky within. When a thought appears, greet it with the same gentle curiosity as you would a passing cloud. No need to follow it, no need to judge it. Just notice its fleeting nature. See how it arrives, how it moves through your awareness, and how it naturally fades, leaving the sky clear once more. This is the heart of non-judgmental awareness, recognizing thoughts as temporary phenomena within the boundless space of your being. There is no need to control them, to stop them, or to make them different. They are simply what arises, and they will pass. In this simple observation, the illusion of control dissolves. You are not the cloud, you are the sky that holds it all. As you rest in this understanding, the mind finds its natural rest, and sleep comes not as an effort, but as a gentle return to the stillness that has always been here. Observing like clouds dissolves the illusion of control. As the day softens into stillness, and the world settles into the quiet rhythm of night, there is a gentle invitation to meet the quiet stirrings within. This is not about forcing the mind to sleep, but about meeting the passing thoughts with a deep, unshaken presence. Notice the thought arising, a whisper of worry, a fragment of memory, a fleeting image. Simply notice it as it appears within the spacious awareness that holds all things. Do not chase it. Do not pull it closer to examine its shape. Do not whisper a judgment like, "This is bad," or "I shouldn't think this." The moment you add that inner commentary, you weave a thread of resistance, a small knot of suffering. Reaction is the cause of suffering. Observation is freedom. Recall the ancient story of the monk walking beside a swift river. A traveler approached him, troubled by a heavy thought, asking how to stop the river from flowing. The monk simply pointed to the water and said, "The river does not stop flowing because you wish it to. It flows, and you observe its flow. When you stop trying to hold the water still, the water flows freely." The traveler was confused. The monk smiled gently. "Your thought is like the river. It flows. You do not need to stop it. You simply need to stand on the bank and see it flow, without trying to hold it back or pull it towards you." The monk did not engage with the content of the river's movement, nor did he judge its speed or direction. He simply observed its natural course. This is the essence of non-judgmental awareness. Now, as you prepare for sleep, bring this same gentle awareness to your thoughts. Feel the quiet of the room. Feel the weight of your body resting. Feel the vast, clear space of your own awareness that is always present beneath the surface of thought. When a thought arises, whether it is a concern about tomorrow, a replay of a conversation, or simply a random image, gently acknowledge its presence. There is a thought. Then, without adding anything else, without saying "I must stop this" or "this is distracting," simply let it go. Imagine it as a cloud passing through the vast, clear sky of your awareness. The cloud is not the sky, it is merely a temporary shape within the sky. The sky remains unchanged, spacious, and undisturbed. Your awareness is the sky. The thought is the cloud. Let the cloud drift away without a word, without a tug on the mind. You do not need to engage with the thought's content, for its content is not the point. The point is the simple act of noticing and releasing, returning to the stillness of the sky. This practice is not about achieving a blank mind. It is about recognizing the transient nature of thought itself. Every thought, no matter how persistent it feels, is temporary. It arises, it has a brief presence, and it dissolves, just as a ripple fades on a pond. When you stop reacting to it, when you stop trying to control its path or judge its arrival, the thought naturally loses its grip. It dissolves not because you forced it to, but because you stopped feeding it with your resistance. The space you create by simply observing without reaction becomes the fertile ground where the mind can rest. This effortless observation, this deep non-judgmental awareness, is the quiet path to true rest. It is the natural dissolution of the thought, not through force, but through the gentle recognition of its impermanent nature. As you let each thought pass like a cloud through the clear sky of your awareness, the mind settles, not by effort, but by its own inherent stillness. This is how thoughts dissolve naturally before sleep. Close your eyes now and feel the soft weight of your body settling into the bed. Let the day's echoes fade like footprints in the sand. You've already begun this journey of non-judgmental awareness, observing thoughts as they arise without grasping or pushing away. Now, in this quiet space before sleep. Notice how that very observation transforms the nature of the thoughts themselves. Awareness is the gentle light that dissolves thoughts, not through force, but through simple, sustained presence. As you hold the space for a thought without naming it or reacting to it, you see it soften, lose its sharp edges, and gradually fade like mist under the morning sun. This is not about stopping thoughts, it's about changing your relationship to them. When you observe a thought simply as a passing sensation in the field of your awareness, it stops demanding your attention. It loses its grip. The resistance you might feel, the urge to chase it, condemn it, or cling to it, simply dissolves because you're not fighting it anymore. It's as natural as a leaf floating down a stream, carried along without the stream needing to push it away. Thoughts are like ripples on a still pond. They appear, move across the surface, and vanish without leaving a trace if you do not disturb the water. Your awareness is the stillness of the pond itself. You do not need to do anything to make the ripples disappear. You simply rest in the knowing that they are temporary, and the water remains calm. This dissolution happens naturally with sustained attention. It is not something you achieve, it is the very nature of awareness when it is not clouded by judgment. Imagine the moonlight on a calm lake. The light doesn't struggle to remove the gentle ripples, it simply illuminates them, and in that illumination, the ripples become transparent, revealing the deep, still water beneath. Your awareness is that moonlight. It doesn't chase the ripples, it simply is, and the ripples naturally become less significant, less real, as they are seen clearly for what they are, fleeting movements within the vast, quiet space of your mind. Try this now. As you feel yourself drifting, lie still. Feel the breath moving in and out, a gentle rhythm. When a thought arises, perhaps a worry about tomorrow, a memory of the day, do not follow it. Instead, softly notice its shape, its color, its sound in your mind. See it as a cloud passing through the open sky of your awareness. Then, without effort, gently return to the feeling of your breath, the quiet space of your presence. Notice how the thought, having been seen without resistance, begins to soften, to lose its hold. It doesn't vanish with a bang, but with a quiet sigh, like a bubble rising to the surface and popping in the quiet air. This is the quiet magic of non-judgmental awareness. It requires no will, no struggle. It is simply being fully present, allowing thoughts to be what they are, temporary visitors, not permanent residents. As thoughts dissolve in this gentle awareness, you'll feel a subtle lightening, a softening of the shoulders, a release of tension held in the mind. The burden you carried, the worry, the replay, the small weight of the day doesn't disappear through force, but through the simple, profound act of seeing it clearly and letting it go. Dissolution leads to releasing burdens gently. You are not pushing the burden away. You are simply recognizing it for what it is. And in that recognition, it loses its power to weigh you down. The path to rest is not in forcing the mind to be empty, but in allowing it to be as it is, with a deep, quiet knowing that everything passes. Let this be your final thought before sleep. The mind is already at rest. All you need to do is notice that rest and let the thoughts dissolve like morning mist in the sun. Rest now. As the day softens into evening, the world around us settles into a quiet rhythm. The sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows that gently dissolve the edges of our busy thoughts. This is the perfect moment to turn inward with a gentle awareness, not to dissect the day, but to simply notice what has been carried within you as the light fades. Let go of the need to analyze or judge what arose today. Instead, meet your thoughts with the same kindness you would offer a friend who is tired. See them not as problems to solve, but as clouds passing through the vast sky of your awareness. They are neither good nor bad. They simply are, and they will pass. Imagine a monk walking home after a long day of work. He carries his simple bowl and a small bundle. As he approaches his hut, he pauses at the threshold. He does not look back to re-examine every detail of his journey, nor does he berate himself for any misstep. He simply notices the weight in his hands, the texture of the bundle, the thoughts that lingered in his mind. He feels the slight tension in his shoulders from the day's tasks. Then, with a soft, releasing sigh, he sets the bundle down. He does not hold on to the weight of the journey. He allows it to fall away. This is the essence of evening reflection. It is not about fixing what was, but about recognizing what we have been holding on to as we enter the stillness of night. Now, bring this awareness to your own evening. Sit comfortably, perhaps on a cushion or in a quiet chair. Close your eyes softly if it feels right, or let your gaze rest gently downward. Bring to mind the day that has passed. Do not search for meaning or fault. Simply notice the thoughts that surfaced, the feelings that arose. Did you carry worry about a conversation? Did you hold on to frustration from a task? Did you feel a quiet joy in a small moment? Notice these as they come, like leaves floating on a calm stream. Do not grasp them. Do not push them away. Simply see them with a warm, open heart. Acknowledge them without saying this is wrong or I should have done better. See them as part of the natural flow of your experience. Now, gently notice what you carried into this evening. What mental weight feels heavy? What thought feels like a tight knot in your chest? Feel its presence without resistance. Then, with a soft sigh, as if releasing a held breath, let it go. Imagine the thought dissolving like mist in the morning sun. Feel the lightness that comes with releasing what no longer serves you. This is not about erasing the day, but about honoring it with kindness and then letting it rest. The sigh is your gentle permission to release. A soft whisper to your mind, "It is enough. You may rest now." As you practice this evening reflection, you are not building something new. You are clearing away the subtle clutter that accumulates in the mind. You are preparing the ground for the deep, restful sleep that comes naturally when the mind is no longer weighed down by the day's unexamined echoes. This simple practice of noticing with kindness, releasing with a sigh, is the foundation for the mental decluttering that will unfold as you rest. It is the quiet preparation for a mind as clear and still as a mountain lake reflecting the moon. Allow this evening reflection to carry you gently into the night, ready for the rest that comes when we stop holding on. As evening deepens and the day's light softens, your body begins to whisper of rest. Your mind, though, may still carry the day's echoes, a gentle hum of thoughts, a quiet stream of concerns, or a soft current of worry. This is natural. Now, we gently turn our attention not to stopping this flow, but to releasing the tension we hold within it. Remember the river we spoke of earlier? Mental chatter is like a river flowing beside you. If you reach down to hold the water, you create ripples, you create resistance, and you drain your own energy. But if you simply stand by the riverbank, watching the water move with its own natural rhythm, you remain calm, you remain still. You do not need to control the current, you only need to allow it to flow. Consider the ancient Zen master who sat beneath a maple tree as leaves drifted down. A student asked, "Why do you not brush the leaves away?" The master replied, "Why would I brush away the wind? The leaves come and go with the wind's movement. They do not disturb the stillness of the tree. Your thoughts are like those leaves. They arrive with the wind of your mind, and they will leave with the next breath. There is no need to grasp them, to push them away, or to give them weight. They simply are, and they pass. When you notice a thought arising, do not pull it closer to examine it, nor push it further to dismiss it. Simply acknowledge its presence with a soft breath, like a leaf floating by, and let it continue its journey downstream. This is non-attachment, not ignoring, not forcing, but releasing the tight grip of needing the thought to be different. As you settle into your bed, feel the weight of the day begin to soften. Place one hand gently on your chest, feeling the slow rise and fall of your breath. Now, bring your awareness to any tension held in your shoulders, your jaw, your hands. Breathe into those places, inviting them to soften. With each exhale, imagine releasing a small piece of that tension. As you release the physical tightness, notice how the mind begins to release its own grip. You are not trying to make thoughts disappear. You are simply letting go of the struggle against them. When a thought arises, say to yourself softly, "This is just a thought," and let it flow past, like a cloud across the moon. You are the sky, not the cloud. The sky remains clear and vast, even as clouds move through it. Your mind, too, is naturally clear and vast. The chatter is merely passing through, not defining you. This gentle release of tension, both in the body and in the mind, is the seamless bridge between the day and the night. It is not about achieving perfect stillness, but about returning to a natural state of ease. As you feel your body sink deeper into the bed, your breath becoming slow and even, you carry this simple practice with you. You are not fighting the river, you are simply resting beside it, watching the water flow. This is the quiet wisdom of non-attachment. It makes the release of mental chatter not a battle, but a natural ease. And as you drift into the deepening quiet of sleep, you carry this stillness within you, ready to meet the morning with the same gentle clarity. Now, let the river flow and let your mind rest. As evening settles and the day's quiet fades, feel the subtle shift within. Your shoulders soften, your breath deepens, and the mind begins to release its hold. This gentle letting go is not about forcing thoughts away, but allowing them to flow past like leaves carried by a slow river. Grasping creates tension, release creates ease. When you notice a thought arise, do not pull it close or push it away. Instead, simply observe its shape, its color, its fleeting nature, and let it drift onward without resistance. Imagine the river current moving steadily, carrying each leaf effortlessly toward the horizon. You are not the leaf, nor the river, but the stillness within the water, where the flow happens naturally. Recall the story of the monk who struggled against a rushing stream to cross. He fought the current with all his strength, muscles taut, breath ragged, yet remained stranded. Finally, exhausted, he sat down and let the water carry him. He floated easily to the other side. The river did not change, he did. He stopped fighting the current and flowed with it. This is the essence of release. Your thoughts are like the leaves. The river is the natural flow of your awareness, and the shore is the calm rest of sleep. You do not need to control the leaves or the river. Simply allow the current to carry what needs to be carried. When you stop grasping, the tightness in your chest dissolves, the muscles in your jaw unclench, and the mind softens into its natural state of quiet openness. Notice how often you meet a thought with a silent, "I must hold on to this," or "I must push this away." That tiny effort of holding or pushing is the root of tension. It is the invisible hand that clenches around the present moment. Now, as you rest, Gently notice the next thought that arises. Do not name it. Do not follow its path. Do not judge it good or bad. Simply let it be a passing cloud in the sky of your awareness. Feel the space between thoughts, the quiet space where thoughts arise and dissolve. In that space, your body relaxes deeper, your breathing slows further, and the boundary between mind and body fades into a single, gentle rhythm. The release is not something you do. It is the natural state when you stop resisting what is already flowing. As you lie there, let the words of this teaching sink in without needing to understand them fully. You have felt this before, the moment when you stopped fighting your own mind and simply rested. It is the same sensation as sinking into warm water, where every part of you feels held and supported. Your thoughts are not your enemy, nor are they your task. They are simply part of the river's movement. Let them flow. Let the river carry them. You need not hold the leaves, for they will find their way to the sea. The effort to grasp is the only thing that binds you. Release the effort, and the river flows through you. As you flow with the current, the resistance dissolves. The mind becomes the water, not the stone that blocks the stream. The thoughts pass, the body releases, and the sleep that comes is not a flight from the day, but a return to the natural flow of being. Let the river carry you now. As evening deepens and the day's echoes soften, there is a gentle invitation to release what no longer serves. Not with a struggle, but with the quiet ease of an unclenched hand. Burdens, heavy as stone, can become light when released without force. This is not about pushing thoughts away or fighting the weight of the day. It is about turning toward them with a soft heart, like opening a palm to receive the morning dew rather than clenching it shut. The mind, like a still pond, does not need to chase away ripples. It simply needs to allow them to fade naturally. Consider the ancient practice of the monk who carried a heavy sack of rice through a mountain pass. The sack grew heavier with each step, and his shoulders tensed. His breath grew shallow. One evening, he sat by a stream, the sack resting beside him. He looked at the water, watching how it carried fallen leaves without resistance, how it flowed around stones without breaking. He realized he had been holding the sack as if it were his own weight, not the weight of the day. He set it down, not with a sigh of relief, but with a simple, soft release. The sack was still there, but the burden was gone. He walked home lighter, the path clear. This is the wisdom. We do not need to carry what no longer carries us. Now, as you settle into rest, notice where the day's weight settles in your body. Perhaps it is in your shoulders, a tightness like a held breath, or in your jaw, clenched without knowing. Breathe into that space. Let your breath soften the tension. not by forcing it away, but by gently acknowledging it. Imagine holding a single feather in your palm. It is light, and you hold it softly, without squeezing. Now, release it. Let it drift on the breeze, not with a sudden toss, but with a quiet unwinding of your fingers. This is how we release the day's burdens. Not with a clenched fist, but with an open, willing heart. Feel the space where the weight was. It is not empty, but spacious, like the sky holding clouds without holding them. You are not emptying yourself, you are making room. The thoughts that linger, plans, worries, moments replayed, do not need to be fought or polished. Simply observe them as clouds passing through the sky. They are part of the weather, not the sky itself. Release the need to carry them into the night. Let them go as naturally as a leaf drifts from a branch. This gentle release is not passive. It is an active choice to trust the river of the present moment. It is the difference between holding a stone and letting it fall into the water. The stone remains, but the tension of holding it is gone. The mind, released from the effort of grasping, finds its natural calm. The body, no longer resisting, settles into rest. There is no force, only flow. As you breathe, feel the softness in your hands, the ease in your breath. You are not pushing the day away, you are making space for the night to arrive. The burden was never yours to carry, and it never needed to be. It was simply a thought, a moment, a ripple on the water, and now it flows away. Gentle release of burdens prepares the mind for rest. The body softens, the mind clears, and the night becomes not an end, but a quiet continuation of the river. You are not emptying yourself. You are simply becoming the water that carries all things without holding. Let the day's weight dissolve like mist in the morning sun. And as you rest, know this, the mind is already at peace, waiting only to be remembered. As the day softens into evening, notice the quiet weight you carry within your body. This tension, dear friend, is not a burden to be fought, but a natural gathering of the day's energy. It settles in your jaw, tightens your shoulders, or rests heavy in your chest. Feel it now, not as something to fix, but as a current waiting to be released. The breath is your gentle guide. With each slow exhale, imagine drawing the tension toward your breath and releasing it completely, like a wave receding from the shore. There is no need to push or force. Simply allow the out-breath to carry away the held energy. A soft sigh can help loosen the jaw. A quiet release as the shoulders drop, and the mind, unclenched, follows the breath's natural flow. Consider the ancient Zen master who sat by the ocean at dusk. He watched the waves roll in, powerful and full, then slowly withdraw. leaving the sand smooth and empty. He saw no struggle in the water's return to calm. The ocean did not resist the tide, it simply moved with it, releasing its energy back into the vastness. This is the natural rhythm we return to now. Your body holds the day's waves. With your next breath out, let them flow away as easily as the ocean's retreat. Do not grasp at the tension, nor try to hold the calm. Simply breathe out and let the release happen as naturally as the tide. Now, gently bring your awareness to your physical presence. Rest your hands softly on your lap or the bed. Notice where the day's weight settles, perhaps the tightness between your shoulders, the clench of your jaw, or the subtle hold in your chest. Acknowledge it without judgment, as you might notice a leaf resting on the water. Now, as you breathe in, feel your body soften slightly. As you breathe out, imagine that tension dissolving with your breath, flowing out like mist under the moonlight. Release it with the sigh of your out-breath, letting go of the jaw, the shoulders, the quiet mental grip. Each exhale is a wave of release, carrying away the day's residue, leaving only spacious calm. This is not effort, it is trust in the natural flow of your breath and body. Feel the difference as the physical release deepens. The shoulders loosen, the jaw softens, and the mind, no longer holding the day's weight, settles into a quiet stillness. This is the seamless bridge between body and mind, where physical ease becomes mental ease. The tension you release is not lost. It simply returns to the space of rest, just as the ocean's water returns to the sea. You are not emptying yourself, but allowing what has gathered to flow out, leaving only the clarity of the present breath. This gentle release of the body, happening with each breath, is the very foundation of the mental transition to sleep. As the physical weight dissolves, the mind finds its natural stillness, unclenched and free. You are not forcing sleep, but allowing the deep rest that naturally follows when the body and mind release their hold. The river of rest flows gently now, carrying you towards sleep with effortless grace. Let the breath guide you deeper into this quiet release, where the only thought is the soft sound of your own calm. As your body softens into the quiet space where the day's weight has settled, notice how the very act of releasing, without struggle, begins to open a deeper stillness within. This is not a place you must reach, but a state already present, like the calm after the river's current has settled. Sleep is not something you achieve through effort. It is the body's natural way to reset itself, a gentle return to its true resting state. The mind, too, knows this rhythm, though we often forget. We cling to the idea of controlling sleep's arrival, as if it were a task to be completed, a goal to be grasped. But the moment you relax this need to force it, you step into the flow of your own natural order. Let go of the question, why am I not sleeping yet? and simply rest in the knowing that sleep is already happening within you, as naturally as the earth turns toward dawn. Imagine a clear mountain stream flowing over smooth stones. It does not strain to move forward. It simply follows the path of least resistance, carrying away leaves and twigs without judgment. The thoughts that arise in your mind, like the leaves, pass through the current of your awareness without being held or pushed. You do not need to chase them away or pull them back. You simply let them flow as the stream flows, trusting the water to carry them onward. This is the essence of letting thoughts pass before sleep, not fighting the current, not trying to hold the water still, but allowing the natural movement of the mind to settle into rest. The body knows this rhythm. It has always known. When you stop resisting, when you stop saying, "I must sleep now," the space for sleep opens effortlessly. It is not a destination you arrive at, but a state you simply allow to be. In this quiet moment, as you lie still, feel the breath moving softly in and out. There is no need to shape it or guide it. Simply notice how it settles, how the body releases tension without force, as if the very air around you is holding it gently. The mind may still flicker with the day's echoes, but you do not need to follow them. Let them drift like clouds across the sky of your awareness. You are not the thoughts. You are the space that holds them. Trust that the body's wisdom is already at work, dissolving the day's residue in the quiet of night. There is no need to hurry, no need to worry about the timing. The process is already unfolding, just as the river flows without haste. Your role is not to push, but to rest in the trust that rest is already here. This is the seamless practice we have been weaving through all these teachings, not striving, not grasping, but resting in the natural rhythm of being. As you settle deeper into this trust, notice how the need to control the arrival of sleep dissolves. The mind finds its resting state not by forcing it, but by releasing the effort to make it happen. The body knows its own wisdom. The breath guides you home. And in this gentle release, the transition to sleep becomes not a struggle, but a natural flow, as effortless as a leaf floating down a stream. Trusting sleep's natural process eases the transition. As the last breath of activity fades, notice how the body begins to soften without your command. This is not a moment to grasp or shape, but to witness the natural shift unfolding within you. The energy that animated your day now gently releases, like a river finding its path into a still pond. There is no need to push the day away or pull sleep toward you. Simply allow the quiet hum of your being to deepen, noticing the subtle shift from doing to being. Your shoulders soften, your jaw relaxes, the rhythm of your breath slows without effort. This noticing is not an act of the mind, but the body's own wisdom, recognizing its resting state. Do not resist the quietening. Do not strain to hold on to thoughts or push them away. Let them pass like clouds across the sky. Without chasing or clinging, simply observing their movement before they dissolve into the vastness of stillness. The bridge between day and night is already built within this very moment of awareness. It is not a thing to create, but a space to enter. A gentle transition that requires no force. As you rest your head upon the pillow, feel the weight of your body sinking into the support beneath you. Notice how the mind, after moving through the day's activities, naturally settles into the softness of rest. This is not sleep achieved through striving, but sleep recognized as the body's innate rhythm. The tension that lingered from the day does not vanish through force, but releases as you trust the natural flow, like water finding its level. You are not working to sleep. You are simply resting in the way the earth rests beneath the stars. The practice is not to hold on to calm, but to let calm hold you. As the final thought drifts by, release it without a trace of effort. Let the silence that follows be your welcome. There is no goal here. Only the profound ease of being exactly where you are, exactly as you are, as the night embraces you. This mindful transition is not something you do. It is the natural state of being that reveals itself when you stop trying to shape it. The breath continues. The body rests. The mind rests with it. You're not moving towards sleep. Sleep is moving through you, as natural as the turning of the earth. As you rest now, you carry all these teachings within you, woven into the fabric of your being, ready for the next morning's gentle awakening. This mindful transition integrates all previous practices, not as a collection of techniques, but as a single, seamless flow of trust. Let go of the need to understand it further. Rest. As the day's gentle light fades and the world settles into the quiet embrace of night, you find yourself resting in the soft curve of your bed. The mind, often a bustling marketplace of thoughts, begins to slow its restless pace. This is not the time to chase sleep or force stillness. It is the time to simply allow the mind to return to its natural state. Let the thoughts that arise flow like leaves carried by a quiet stream. Observe them without grasping, without pulling them closer or pushing them away. They are simply passing clouds in the vast sky of your awareness. There is no need to clean them up. No need to tidy them into order. They come, they linger briefly, and then they dissolve, leaving the space beneath them untouched and clear. This is the essence of mental decluttering, releasing the need to hold on to anything at all. Imagine a still pond on a misty morning. The water is perfectly calm, reflecting the pale light of the rising sun. Then, a single leaf drifts onto its surface. It floats gently, causing a tiny ripple, but the pond does not cling to the leaf or try to stop it. The leaf moves on, and the water returns to its deep, undisturbed calm. The pond does not strive to be still, it simply is still. because it has no need to be anything else. Your mind, in this moment, is like that pond. Thoughts are the leaves, the ripples are the passing moments of awareness, and the deep calm beneath is your true nature. You do not have to make the pond still, you simply need to stop stirring it. Let the thoughts pass through your awareness like mist dissolving at dawn, visible for a moment, then gone, leaving only the clear air behind. This is not about emptying the mind of all content. It is about releasing the tension that comes from trying to control what arises. When a thought about tomorrow's meeting appears, notice it softly, like a bird flying across the sky. Say to yourself, not with effort, but with gentle recognition, "Ah." There is a thought. Then, without adding another layer of worry, let it drift on. When a worry about something unresolved surfaces, acknowledge its presence with a quiet, "I see you," and then gently release it as you would let a small stone fall into the water, knowing it will sink without a trace. The space you create is not a void, it is the natural, spacious awareness that has always been there, waiting for the mental clutter to clear away. This space is rest itself. It is the deep peace that comes from not fighting the natural flow of your thoughts, but simply allowing them to pass as they naturally do. So tonight, as you settle into your bed, let go of the small effort to make your mind quiet. Instead, trust the natural rhythm of your being. Notice a thought arise, perhaps a worry, a memory, a plan, and let it move through you like a shadow passing over the moon. Do not chase it. Do not cling to it. Simply allow it to be seen and then to fade, as mist fades in the morning light. Feel the subtle release that comes with each thought that is gently let go. Feel the growing space within you, a quiet, open space where rest can truly settle in. This is not a practice of doing, but of being. It is the effortless letting go that allows the mind to rest deeply, without strain. The space you create is not made by force, but by the simple act of releasing the need to hold on. As you notice this space opening within you, this is the moment to fully embrace the stillness that has always been present beneath the surface of thought. The decluttering is complete, and the stillness is here, waiting to be felt. Let this quiet space be your home as you drift towards sleep. As the day's light fades and the world settles into quiet, you find yourself lying in bed, the gentle rhythm of your breath the only sound. Thoughts drift in like leaves on a slow stream. Memories, worries, plans for tomorrow, each one a ripple on the surface. You might feel the familiar urge to gather them, to push them away, to make the mind quiet through effort. But here, in this quiet moment before sleep, there is no need for that. Stillness is not something you build. It is the deep, quiet water beneath the surface of all thoughts, always present, always waiting. It is your natural state, not a destination to reach, but a home to remember. Imagine a monk sitting by a clear mountain stream. He watches the water flow, seeing the current carry leaves and twigs downstream. He does not try to stop the water, nor does he chase the leaves. He simply rests in the stillness of the riverbank, aware of the movement, yet anchored in the calm of the place itself. The leaves come and go, but the water remains undisturbed at its core. This is the essence of embracing stillness before sleep. It is not about stopping thoughts, but about recognizing the quiet space that holds them, the space where thoughts arise and dissolve without needing your attention. You do not strive to be still, you simply allow stillness to be known as it is, arising naturally within you, not as a goal to achieve, but as the very ground of your awareness. Rest in this stillness without effort. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the mattress, the support beneath you. Notice the space between thoughts, the quiet pause where nothing is happening. It is not empty, it is full of gentle presence. Do not grasp for it. Do not push thoughts away. Simply rest in the awareness of this quiet, like a leaf resting on the calm surface of the pond. The tension you carry, the slight tightness in your shoulders, the subtle mental grip on the day can soften here. Let it melt away as effortlessly as ice in warm water. This is not a state to be earned. It is the natural resting place of the mind when you stop fighting its flow. You are not trying to become still, you are simply remembering that stillness has always been there, beneath the surface, beneath the thoughts, in this quiet. You may notice how thoughts arise like clouds in a clear sky, and how the sky itself remains untouched by their passing. The clouds come and go, but the sky is never disturbed. Your mind is like that sky. Thoughts are the clouds. Stillness is the sky. You do not need to chase the clouds away or hold them close. You simply rest in the awareness of the sky, which is already vast, open, and undisturbed. This is not a technique, it is a gentle invitation to return to what you already are. So as you lie here, let the thought of "I must be still" dissolve. Rest in the quiet that is already here, as simple and natural as your own breath. Feel the stillness holding you, not as something you create, but as the space that has always been holding you. There is no need to do anything. You are already home. Let the day's echoes fade like ripples on a pond, and rest in the deep, quiet water beneath them. Embracing stillness completes the journey of letting thoughts pass, revealing that sleep is not a place to reach, but the natural rest of the mind when it stops struggling